out front.
Was the hospital in it?
No.
Did you ever check? Okay.
No,
You know what?
it's complete. It's definitely it's a squat. Look, I know it's squats. Like it's a squatter house, and the question is like, how do like everybody, all the different the organizations call in on the same house to get more action? Because
Right.
we've called in. I have a ticket and every ticket number and everything from L9. I told Pete about it. Pete
How
knows
long
about
you
it.
been?
He probably knows about it actually, because he's doing all this.
How long have you been?
I get a haircut right there all the time, like right down the street.
So I mean, you've been calling
I've
for
seen-
last month or last?
Well, you
2 weeks?
call once, and then after that, you call back, and you say, well, we're working on it. Like, they don't give you a new ticket number. So there's only so many times we can call.
You know what,
So we'll
actually?
follow up with that.
You'll see it when you guys leave, just take a look. You'll see 4811.
4811.
But if you call Jeff or Linda from LRC,
Yeah.
they were doing it for a while early on, and then I think in transition from the offices and back and forth at school, they had a fax. They would send a fax once a week of graffiti hit spots, like hot spots. That was going on for a while. I think just in the transition, they were just taking the graffiti off and reporting it themselves. But maybe instead of them directly reporting it to, anti-graffiti or removing
I think they remove it themselves.
maybe we can also ask them, if they notice any abandoned or things that just don't look,
To expand their horizons a little bit.
not just graffiti.
Right.
And I think that would be easy for them to
Well-
do. Because then we can report it to the civic saying, hey, there's a shady building here,
Right.
maybe there's a zoning issue.
What I'm thinking of is like a simple alert, like at the end of the week maybe, or on a daily basis, just have an email that goes to the civic,
Mhm.
maybe to our office, maybe to Jason Dawkins, since he works for a council person, just like an alert saying, these are the items, like blight, on Frankford Avenue. Like come up with categories, graffiti as a category, broken windows, or something, things like that. Just we can identify little problems, because as soon as you get them, then you can just call it in.
Right.
Excuse me, George, what is that property 4711 listed as?
4811.
48. What is it listed as, like a residence?
It's a residence.
It's a
Residential.
residence, so
Get some
that's
information.
compliance via residence compliance and like that, also.
RC, which is our cleaning vendor, getting them to report these type of things. As I said, many other bids have clean and safe the same company. Some of them even have the sidewalk sweepers double up as ambassadors.
Mhm.
And the term ambassadors means more than, reporting crime. I mean, it's also directing shoppers. And in many of them, it's also reporting things like graffiti to the supervisor so that they can follow up on it. We could talk to LRC about sort of expanding the focus of the cleaning crew to identify things like graffiti, problem properties, and dumping and things like that. We could talk to them about that, and even if they could add more staff, how much it would be
Right.
for staff dedicated to ambassador work.
I think